All right, futures this morning pointing to somewhat of a mixed open. S&P futures up about a tenth here today, but still getting set to open at all-time highs. Dow futures here down 0.04%, basically unchanged, but a little bit softer. And the NASDAQ still up 0.17%, although that is off its morning highs as well. Let's take a look at some cues from last session. On Monday, the market saw a mixed performance across sectors with communication services leading the gains. Other notable winners included consumer discretionary and information technology. On the on the losing side, consumer staples was the biggest laggard, falling 1.15%. That was followed by healthcare, which dropped just over a percent at 1.01%. The S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100 indices closed at record highs on Monday. And as mentioned here with the SPY, we're getting ready to open up at another record high. On the economic front, the Empire State Manufacturing Survey showed a modest decline in New York State business activity for September. The index fell 21 points into negative territory at minus 8.7, driven by sharp decreases in new orders and shipments, while the 6-month outlook remains subdued. In stock-specific news, CoreWeave, ticker CRWV, shares ended up 7.6% after the company announced a new $6.3 billion agreement with NVIDIA, under which NVIDIA will purchase unused cloud capacity. Meanwhile, Robo AI, microcap ticker AIIO, shares rose 3.42% after signing a joint venture agreement to establish a Robo AI industrial city in Dubai. In a major setback for President Trump, a U.S. appeals court for the District of Columbia denied an emergency motion to remove Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, allowing her to participate, in this week's Federal Open Market Committee meeting. In a 2-1 decision, judges Brad Garcia and Michelle Childs issued a concurring opinion saying that Cook was likely denied her constitutional rights when removed without an opportunity to respond to the allegations against her. Investors are eyeing the FOMC, which begins its 2-day meeting today, and the decision on rate cuts will be announced on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. The 10-year Treasury bond yielded 4.03%, and the 2-year bond was at 3.53%.